Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he experiences difficulties? That is just not possible. That's just not possible. So now, my dear brothers and elders and sisters, how can one follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? No. To follow someone, only one thing is required, which is love. That's it. If love is there, it's this love itself will bring everything. One of our mashayikh in India, his name was Shaykh al-Hadith Ma Zakariya Sahib Rahmatullah alayhi. So there were many mashayikh, right? And they would give a certificate of graduation to their students, right? And they would check them in different ways, that how much knowledge he has, how much taqwa he has, the student how much knowledge about Quran he has. Different ways they would check him, and once they see, okay, he has completed all of these restrictions, now they would give him the certificate. Shaykh al-Hadith Ma Zakariya Sahib Rahmatullah alayhi, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. He would only check one thing. He would only check one thing. He would see, has he developed my love in his heart or not? That's it. If he will see that yes, he is in love with me, that's it, he would give him the certificate. Because this love will bring everything itself. The other night I was talking about hatred. That we need to have hatred of shaitan. We need to take him as our enemy. This hatred should be there. We need to feel, the way a person is hating someone and has taken him as enemy, then how against you want to go, towards him. Whatever he wants him to do, he will not do. He will never do. That's hatred. That's what hatred is. That's what taking someone enemy means. And this is exactly what Iman is, my dear brothers. In one of the questions when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Allahu Akbar. That is not just Iman, that is the completion of Iman. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say? Al-hubbu fillah, al-bughzu fillah, faqad istakmala al-iman. The one who loves whomever he loves for the sake of Allah, and the one who hates whomever he hates for the sake of Allah, he has completed his Iman. Istakmala al-iman. His Iman is completed. Now, what does it mean, loving for Allah? Loving for Allah means love everything that Allah loves. Love everything which takes you towards Allah. Love everything which brings you the love of Allah. And hate everything which Allah hates. Hating everything which doesn't take you towards Allah. That's what Al-Bughzu fillah means. And when you develop this love and hatred in you, which Allah wants you to do, and that's what the completion of Iman is. Now, to do that, my dear brothers, the easiest thing, or you can say the only way to do that, is reading the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the biography of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amazing incidents in his life, which shows his character, which shows his concern for us, which shows his love for us, which shows that how much he cared for each and every one of us, which he haven't even seen. Right? One day he is sitting along with Sahaba, companions radiallahu anhu, and he took a sigh, deep sigh, right? And out of pain he said, I wish if I could see my brothers. Kash मैं अपने भाइयों को देखता. I wish if I could see my brothers. Allah. Rasulullah, Sahaba radiallahu anhum right away realized, Ya Rasulullah, are we not your brothers? He said, no, you're not my brothers, you are my companions. Tum to mere sahaba ho, you are my companions. My brothers are going to be those people who are going to believe in me without looking at me, without seeing me. And then he said, Tuba 3 times. Glad tidings to those, glad tidings to those, glad tidings to those who seen me and believed in me. And then he repeated 7 times, glad tidings Khushkhabari ho, glad tidings, greetings. 7 times to those who have not seen me and still believe. So he cared, he showed his love. My dear brothers, for love to be developed, two things has to be there. Love is always developed from two sides. Right? If I feel love for you, that means there is already love in there. So love from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is already there for us. Right? There is no moment in his life in which he has forgotten us. There is no moment you can see. No major moment you can see in his life that he has forgotten us. One day he is sitting with our mother Aisha radiallahu anha, and she served him in a way that he got really pleased with her. Bahut khush ho gaya. He was extremely pleased. Allah Akbar. So he said, he made a dua for Aisha radiallahu anha. And he said, Allahumma ighfir li Aisha ma taqaddama min dhanbiha wa ma ta'akhkhara. Ma taqaddamat min dhanbiha wa ma ta'akhkhara. Wa ma asarrat wa ma a'lanat. Allahu Akbar. Then, oh Allah, he raised his hands and he made, oh Allah, forgive Aisha for all of her sins, what she has done before, show what she is going to do after, and what she has done silently and what she has done openly. Forgive all of them. So imagine a prophet, the most beloved of Allah, begging dua for you on your face, such a great dua. How she got, the riwayat says she got so happy that out of happiness and joy she started jumping. And she jumped so hard that she fell. And she fell on the lap of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Rasulullah said, Aisha, what happened? What happened, Aisha? Rasulullah, you made dua for me. You raised your hands. Is there any doubt that your dua is not accepted? Is there any doubt? You made dua specifically for me. He said, Aisha, this same very dua I make for my entire ummah after each and every salah. This is the dua. Now you tell me which moment you will say in which he has forgotten us. There is no time left. What I wanted to say, my dear brothers, just one incident I want to tell before I conclude my talk. That one day, Umar radiallahu anhu, he had, this is what Iman does to a person. When Iman is there, seeking knowledge, the urge of seeking knowledge is going to be there. The more Iman increases, the more urge and need of seeking knowledge increases. So Umar radiallahu anhu had this a lot. Even about him is written that he has assigned one person. Him and that one person used to take, turns. That obviously everyone has to work, everyone has to do business to earn living. So what he would do, he didn't want to leave the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he has to earn living as well. So what he would do is he asked that person one day, you sit with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam all day and seek all the knowledge, and I go work. And one day I will go work and you will go work and I will sit with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was the pattern of Umar radiallahu anhu. One day he was coming to Masjid al-Nabawi and he saw these Jews which are sitting and reading the scrolls they had. So he saw and he asked them to take a look at it. And for some time, and then he brought those scrolls to Masjid al-Nabawi. He thought maybe something beneficial we get to learn from this. So when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw this from far, that Umar radiallahu anhu has scrolls of Jews in his hands, Allahu Akbar. The Bible says he got so angry. If by just looking at the scrolls of others he got so angry, then imagine if he sees a person following the other nations, following the trends of other nations. What would Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam feel? So he got so angry that his face turned red. Someone right away went to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him, Umar radiallahu anhu. Someone went to Umar radiallahu anhu and told him, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is so angry looking at you. And when he heard, Allah, when it was like he felt an earthquake like that. He right away left those scrolls and came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. he said, Raditu billahi rabba, wa bil islami deena, wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu I am pleased with Allah as my Rabb. Right? Rasulullah sallallahu agree. It's like your iman is in danger. If Rasulullah sallallahu is angry with you. Allahu Akbar. So as soon he said this, Rasulullah sallallahu calmed down. And he said this to Umar radiallahu anhu. He said, Umar, you were reading his scrolls. لو كان أخي موسى حيا ما وسعه إلا اتباعي. If Musa, my brother Musa, would have been alive, nothing would suffice him but to follow me. He would not even be able to achieve success without following me. This is the only path towards Allah. You know, one small story I want to share, but before I conclude this, I don't know when is the next time I'm going to get this. You know, there's a great share by Usama. These Jews, these Christians, the Quran says, الَّذِينَ يَعْرِفُونَهُ كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم. Allahu Akbar. There's so many things coming to my mind and time is already done. They know His greatness. They know His prophethood, that He is a true prophet. So clearly, the way they can recognize their own son. Right? If my son is standing among thousands of children, how easily I can recognize my son? Even my eyes are closed just by listening to his voice, I could recognize. That's what Allah said. They know Him, that He is a true prophet, last prophet. The only way to achieve success as they know their own children. So, this one Sahabi, radiallahu anhu, who later on became Muslim, his name was Zayd ibn Sana'a, radiallahu anhu. He was a scholar in Jews, great scholar of Jews. So he knew all the signs. He came to Medina and he was always looking. He was investigating. He was looking silently. Rasulullah. He was checking him out. All the signs. Does he? So one day, two signs were left. All the signs he has recognized. Two signs were left. One, that there is a stem on the back of each prophet, right? Under the neck and between the shoulders. There is a stem, more in it. So he has not seen that. So Rasulullah recognized that he wanted to see. So when he came closer from the backside, Rasulullah deliberately loosened the shawl he was wearing. And he said, look, check, I have the stem on my back. Check it. I have. And then the greatest sign of a prophet is hilm, my dear brothers and sisters. Allahu Akbar. And also, our Prophet's entire life is filled with that. What is hilm? Sabr, everybody knows what sabr is. To be patient. When someone wrongs you, you be patient. And that patience is called sabr, and that Allah likes it a lot. That you don't take revenge. But there is one more step ahead of patience, which is called hilm. In English we say forbearance. What is this? Someone wrongs you, you don't only take revenge. On top of that, you, instead of doing bad to him, you do good to him. وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ ادْفَعْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ فَإِذَا الَّذِي بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَهُ عَدَاوَةٌ كَأَنَّهُ وَلِيٌّ حَمِيمٌ. This is what Quran says. And exactly what Quran is, what is the life of Rasulullah. You want to see Quran practical? You see the life of Rasulullah. That's it. Every ayat you will find in his life. Every ayat. The one who does wrong to you, you do good to him. So what he did, quickly, my dear brothers, he came and he offered Rasulullah loan when he was in need to help someone. So he took loan from him. And what intention he had, this Jew alim, what he had is, I'm going to assign a date to take my loan back, and 2-3 days before I will go and I will start scolding him and start asking my loan from him. And that's what he did. He'd give him a loan, the date was assigned, and 2-3 days before the due date was there, he came. And Rasulullah sitting amongst the Sahaba. He came and he did not even talk to Rasulullah. He didn't say anything. He took him, Rasulullah from his shirt, pulled him up and pushed him into the wall. Imagine if someone comes and does this to me, to the Imam. How would everyone would feel? Hey, you doing this? You behaving so bad with the Imam? Imagine what Sahaba would have went through looking at Rasulullah going through this. So Umar right away he got up and he took his sword out. He said, Ya Rasulullah, just give me a permission, I will take his head off. Now in this situation, what we would have done? We would have told Umar to take care of him, right? Instead of saying something back to this alim, this Jew alim, he scolded Umar radiallahu. He said, Umar, you are threatening him with death to murder him? No, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to tell him to ask for his loan properly to me. And you're supposed to ask me to give him his loan back. Now he ordered the same Umar who threatened him. Now you go, not only give him his loan back, but give him 20 more kilos of dates extra. When he took him and he gave him the entire loan back with extra amount, he said, why are you giving me extra? He said, the same person whom you were misbehaving badly ordered me to give you extra. Now he took the entire thing and came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he placed everything in his feet and he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu annaka rasulullah. So my dear brothers, I humbly request all of you, this is a great thing. In English we say, you're missing out. We are missing out our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are missing out his life. We are missing out his sunnah. We are missing out his biography. So I humbly request everyone. There are a whole lot of content on website is available, online available, that we can read, we can listen. Get to know Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Develop this love for him. This is the greatest thing one can earn, that he gets to be with him on the day of judgment in Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq. Alhamdulillah, that's why we have these classes going on.